Alrighty, let's talk about. I'm gonna start with the quarterback.
Yep.
Let's start with Jeff Okudah. Did I say that right there?
Yep.
Excellent, Jeff Okudah. Okay, so he's a cornerback at Ohio State. So he's 6'1", 200 pounds. He's a junior, so he's coming up in his third year. So when you turn on the tape, man, this guy is unreal. So the first thing I'm gonna say is just like my last defensive prospect, his arms just. I know he's only 6'1", but his arms are very lengthy or very long.
Yep.
So he doesn't. He gets up and press. He'll play press. He doesn't seem to get his hands on the guys, which is a little confusing. But he does all right. What pops out at you? There's a lot that pops out. All right. So first thing I'm gonna get into, he's in man coverage a lot. So they leave him on an island. More than your average Joe. So that just tells you how talented this boy is. He never seems to really get – I don't want to say, get beat. Okay, so this is how quick he is. I find he's deceivingly quick. If the receiver is coming across the field and he's got him beat or let's say he gets picked, he's quick enough that he can recover and get a hand in there. He had it says 9 pass breakups, the deflections. Man, every time you turn on the tape with this guy, it's like he's breaking up the pass. So it's kind of deceiving. I think he had more than that, really, honestly. He had 2 first fumbles this year. He had 3 picks. He's always in good position. He's always around the ball. He had
And
29 solo tackles,
is he
35
that
tackles.
He's kind of a throwback to that, shutdown corner that we kind of, the Dion's.
I hate to say it, but the Revis Island.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that jumps out at you. Like I said, he deflects so much pass. He's always in man coverage. They don't throw his way a lot. When they do, they regret it. It seems like but that's not all he does well. He's been in some zones. You know what I really loved about him is he's always looking in the backfield at the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That jumps out at me big time, and you gotta have confidence. And who doesn't do that? Seems like he's got great instincts. His tackling, really good, but this is my pet peeve, and you know this. Doesn't always wrap up. Sometimes he goes in for that hockey hit. You know what I mean? He normally tries to take the big guys on low, which I love because let's be realistic. You lose 2 or 3 yards, you get trucked by a big guy, example, like a Marshawn Lynch. He's going to drag you for 3 or 4 more yards. At least he's smart enough to hit him low, so that's not the case. He's an athlete. I said about the tackling, that was my only kind of downfall with him.
And that's a lot of that's a lot of cornerbacks, right? A lot of these.
Great. If he's playing not playing press, he's 5 yards or 10 yards off the receiver. Let's say they throw a bubble screen at him. He's aggressive. He recognizes it right away, and he's up there. He can get. I find he does a pretty good job for a cornerback of getting around offensive tackle or a guard or a fullback, right, or a tight end trying to block him, right? Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, he does an outstanding job getting around it, and he brings the guy down, and they get a minimal gain. If you're getting blocked and you only give up 2 or 3 yards, you make that tackle, and you're getting blocked. You get off that block and make that tackle. You're doing an outstanding job, man. These are just some of the things I notice. It's just he's deceivingly fast, which I love. Like I said, they go deep on him all the time. He wins most of the 50-50 battles. More than 50. Personally, I think he wins 75% of them. He's deflecting passes. He's always in man coverage. He's always on the receiver's head. It's just they're not open at all. It's a tight window, and we're not in the NFL here.
Yeah, and so the place that he's everyone's had mocked to is the Lions, and a lot of that's because Matt Patricia does run a lot of man coverage. So a lot of people are going to say, well, who do they actually care about? Do they care about a rusher or a tackle or what? They obviously didn't care about Darius Slay. They traded Darius Slay off to the Eagles. They don't care about corners. Well, no, Darius Slay plays more of a zone. He obviously doesn't get along with the coach either. There's another, one of those issues.
He doesn't agree with all.
Yeah, which is fine.
Change.
But if you do a lot of this, right? It's Jeffrey Okudah kind of fits that bill for what the Lions want to do on defense, which is play man coverage and get after the quarterback with not a big, they don't really like to bring a whole lot of guys, right? They want to try to run more guys out there.
I hate to say this, but in my notes I have one man show.
Yeah.
And I'm not. He's humble. He doesn't get up and he's pumping his fist, and he's a hell of a ball player, man. He's like, I thought he's really smart. He does everything really well. I wish in the tape you see a little bit of zone, but so I can't really give you a good description there. He looked all right in it, but you know what I mean. He was mostly in man coverage.
Yeah.
He didn't get a lot of help, like safety help. So like I said, that's impressive, right? He's in college. So, like literally in my notes, I have one man show. It just sticks out at you. I love it. Like I said, he's always in the back hip. He's always got a hand reaching out and deflecting the pass. He's a hell of a ball player, man. Like anybody would be lucky, and I can understand why they think he's going to be the best, or he is the best cornerback in this draft. And after watching the tape,
he's impressive, right? Like so, and it's no surprise. Out of Ohio State, they've had lots of good, cornerbacks over the years.
Well, top like in the top 5, there's talking about 2 defensive players going right there, right?
Yeah.
So, and that window.
Yeah.